1.16 is finally here, guys, and oh my gosh, am I so excited. I was so excited that I built this 8x8 nether-based tutorial today, block by block survival based, super friendly, super cool, super amazing, and oh my gosh, guys, I'm so excited. I hope you guys are as excited as I am. If you guys are new, this is UMax238, and if you're brand new, consider subscribing and liking because all my content is pretty good. For those of you guys who are already here following and watching all my videos and commenting, thank you guys so much for the support. Love you guys to death. But yeah, this build's gonna be super fun to do. It is a video that I actually did in about 2 days because I was stressed on time, but it turned out really, really great. I hope you guys do enjoy it. And I got a few pictures here to show you guys as well, just to show the interior and what the tower actually looks like and everything. But with that said, don't have much else to say. Let's jump into the block by block tutorial and let's get into it. Enjoy 1.16 now that it is finally here, guys, because that is insane. Let's jump into the build tutorial. The very first thing we want to go ahead and do is clear out this 8x8 space like I have done right here, and we'll get our materials for this first part, which is going to be polished blackstone bricks, polished blackstone, stripped crimson stone, crimson planks, and crimson stairs. And I am excited to be working with these blocks again because it's been a while since I've actually worked with them, but I love these so much. They're so cool looking. So with that said though, let's go ahead and get our polished blackstone bricks out, and we're going to put 1, 2, 3 here. If you do the grid, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 over, then 1 right there, and we'll place the very first black stone brick. Then from there, we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4 actually, so that we'll have 2 on either side. Then we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4 here as well. And as you can see, that's kind of going to be the initial base starting that we got. But now we'll go ahead and get our polished blackstone out, and we'll just layer this one on top real quick. So all the way around right here. And the next thing we're going to go ahead and do is we'll get our stripped crimson stem. We're actually going to go 14 up on each of these single posts right here. So if we put all these posts down real quick, we're going to make each of them go up to 14 tall. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And I counted that kind of quickly. I want to make sure I got that right. So let me go ahead and do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oops, see? So yeah, we'll do that pretty much on every single one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, we'll do that on every single one and raise them all up to this height. And then we're going to repeat this exact same pattern using the crimson planks and stairs on each and every single side. So it's going to be perfectly symmetrical all the way around. Let me go ahead and show you the pattern. That's going to be 2 crimson planks right here. We're going to skip a block and then 2 upside down crimson stairs. Then on top of that, we'll place 2 crimson planks right here and here. Then we'll go ahead and put 2 in the middle. Then we'll put 2 more in the middle and stack 2 more on top of that, with crimson stairs up right on top of that. And then from there, we'll just have 2 more crimson planks like so. And we're going to repeat this on every single side. So again, we'll make all these posts come up to here, which I won't go ahead and show because that is very boring. And then we'll just repeat this pattern on all 4 sides. So go ahead and get that done real quick. Now that we got all 4 walls of the build done, we can go ahead and build the trim that wraps around each of these layers. For the materials, we're going to have the blackstone bricks, the polished blackstone bricks, polished blackstone brick stairs, polished blackstone brick slab, oh my gosh, so this is a tongue twister saying this. Polished blackstone brick wall, black stained glass, and then crimson doors and crimson fence. You guys go ahead and try saying that. This is my second time recording this clip, and I still couldn't get it right because they're so, I don't know. It's just like saying a tongue twister. But let's go ahead and move on with the tutorial. What we're going to do first is the very front. We're actually going to go ahead and break these 2 crimson planks because we need a doorway into this base. And we're going to place 2 of the polished blackstone bricks right there, surrounded by stairs on either side. And then on top, we're going to place 2 of the slabs that lead up to the doorway. That way we can have this nice little entrance. We'll put the 2 crimson doors right there. That way we have this nice entrance, and it also stays within the 8x8 block space, which is perfect. So now that we got that, we'll go ahead and get our blackstone bricks, and we'll put 1 brick there. We're going to put 1, 2, 3, 4 stairs wrapping around, then another brick here. 1, 2, 3, 4, another brick, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and another brick as well. And as you can see, this is definitely what the trim is going to start looking like. So from there, we can go ahead and we're actually going to do the exact same thing. We're going to place a blackstone brick right here on this layer. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, brick, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 with the stairs. And just keep wrapping it around. And it's kind of like this the whole time, except it does change a little bit in between layers. So now that we got that, we'll go ahead and just get our blackstone bricks, and we're actually just going to go ahead and wrap this around on the layers. We're not going to do the stairs. We're just going to do full bricks wrapping around, which placing these are a lot easier than placing the actual stairs themselves. So now that we got that, we'll go ahead and go on this layer right here, and we'll once again wrap around with our bricks going all the way around. So go ahead and do that real quickly. Oopsie. Misplaced 1 block right there. And as you can see, this is what it should look like. So the layer should have a door right here. We should have warp planks on this bottom half, warp planks on this top half, and then we're going to have this right here, which we'll start working on now. What we'll want for this little part right here, first we're going to get our blackstone brick slabs, and we're going to wrap around the very top of this entire base. So go ahead and wrap around real quick. And if you're doing this in survival, it might be a little tricky since you're high up. Just don't fall down, especially if you're building on this corner like I am, because that would not be a fun day. But now that we got that, we'll get our polished blackstone bricks and we'll place one right here, in each and every single one of the corners, just like so. And on top of it, we'll actually go ahead and place a polished blackstone brick. Then we'll do 2 of the polished blackstone, then a polished blackstone brick, then 2. We're basically want the corners to be bricks and the middles to be the polished blackstone itself. Kind of like that. That does look right. Looking at my picture, that definitely looks right. So from there, what we can do is we can decal a little bit of the sides. So on this top layer, we're actually going to put 3 walls on each and every single one of these corners to give it some more structural support and make it look really, really cool. Which this base, I love building with the warped planks and everything, or the crimson planks and everything like that, because I think it adds a lot of detail. I think it looks really, really, really cool. But we will want the walls in these 4 corners and these 4 corners on the top, so these 2. So it should be 1, 2, 3, 4, the 1, 2, 3 right here. Then on top of all of that, we do have to top this off because this is a tower and we want it to look very tower-like. So we're gonna go ahead and put 1, 2, 3, I believe. Let me see, let me count real quick. No, I'm sorry, only 1, 2 on top of each and every single one of these corners. So that's 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2 right there, 2, 2, 2, and 2. And in this interior, we can actually fill this all up with polished blackstone real quickly. So I'll go ahead and do that. We will break some of these blocks later on so that we can actually get to the top of this and everything. But for the time being, yeah, we can just fill it all in. And then from there, we'll get our crimson fence and we'll connect all the corners, just wrapping around in a nice little circle, like so, right there. And that is this next part looking done. Oh, and I forgot about the black stained glass. So if you want to do this real quick, just go ahead and fill in every single window. Doesn't matter which one it is. Every single window will be completely filled with the black stained glass. So go ahead and do that on every single corner, and then I'll figure out what we're going to do next. Now that the trim is up and surrounding our little house that we got, or our tower kind of base that we got going on, we'll go get polished blackstone bricks, polished blackstone, black banners, polished blackstone brick walls, crimson trapdoors, lanterns, campfires, and weeping vines as well. And we're going to kind of work on the outside, but we're also going to work on the inside as well. So I think we might as well go ahead and start off with the inside. When we walk up our little patio and walk in, obviously there's no floor here, so let's go ahead and fill this in with some of the polished blackstone real quick and fill in our little bit of a floor right there. Now that we got that, we will actually dig down a little bit and we will dig some of this space out right here. So breaking all this basalt or whatever ground you are working on, we'll actually dig all that out and we'll replace these walls with polished blackstone brick. So let's go ahead and replace these. And then for the floor, we'll just go ahead and actually replace it with some blackstone right there. So we'll go ahead and replace all of this right here. And when you get to this point, you're probably going to realize that you can't actually get out if you're in survival. So I'm going to show how we're actually going to get around that real quick. But for the time being, I'm sorry, just dig out a little. I guess you'll eventually get out. So now that we got that though, let's go ahead and build the roof / floor of this ceiling right here. We're going to go ahead and get some polished blackstone right here. That's what it's called, right? Polished blackstone. And we're just going to go ahead and fill in this layer right here on this level. So you'll know you're at the right level if your character is standing and can look out this window right here, which, oh my gosh, it's really, really foggy outside today, isn't it? that's funny. All right, so now that we got that, we'll go ahead and we'll also put this layer in right here as well. Once again, you'll know you've put it on the right layer if your character can see out of the windows. Since he is 2 blocks tall, he should be able to look out the window right there. And that's a little less foggy than that is outside right there. So from there, the way we actually get in between floors is we'll break this left corner of each and every single one of these, and you should fall all the way straight through. And that's actually how we'll get through the levels right here, is using the weeping vines. So if we get this real quick, I'll go ahead and bring this all the way down, which it is a lot of weeping vines, but it gets the job done. So if we were to climb up, you can see we got a nice little ladder where we can climb up this, which I think this is really cool. I like having different kind of ladder variations and everything. It makes it feel really nice. But now that we got that, let's go ahead and actually add on some exterior decorations and building as well. If you do want to get to the top, you can now get to this floor, but for the time being, I haven't actually put in the staircase right here that wraps around and everything up. I'll show that in the, I guess, decorations kind of part of the video. That's where I'll go ahead and put that. So let's go ahead and fly through the ceiling. On top right here, we're going to want to go ahead and put 4 campfires. So 1, 2, 3, 4, wrapping around with some trapdoors, because I think having this little bit of a smoke pillar going up and everything, I think that looks really, really cool from the distance. So I want to keep that. From there, we'll get our polished blackstone brick walls and decorate these little pillars on the top by putting one of these on each and every single one of these guys. And then if we get our trapdoors, we're going to go ahead and place it like this, and not like this. I don't like the stripes going this way in the trapdoor, so I just go ahead and wrap around like so, placing these on top of each and every single one of these walls, which this biome, I swear, it looks even cooler than it did before. I don't know if they like updated or not, but it looks really, really nice. I like this. But with that said, let's get our trapdoors, and we'll also use them to decorate this part right here. We'll put, not right there, but we'll put 2 trapdoors right there. And here, I said not right there, but I can't go up one block higher. This is where it wants to be. So we're going to go ahead and put this all wrapping around the entire thing. And then on this bottom one as well, we're going to put some trapdoors here on these levels as well. So go ahead and wrap around right there. Obviously don't want to put on the door because that's a door. But from there, we'll get some other decorations such as black banners, and we'll just put them sparingly. Every once in a while, you want to put it around, and just this is kind of up to you, kind of up to the opinion of your own eye, what looks good and what doesn't. But you do want to put every once in a while some black banners in there to get some more decoration, some more kind of depth. I do every once in a while put them on the logs right here as well and wrap around right there maybe. But yeah, that looks pretty good. And then we'll get some lanterns as well and hang them sporadically as well. My rule when it comes to lanterns, I haven't really ever said this, but my rule when it comes to lanterns is I don't want to see too many, but I do want to see enough. I usually have it so that you can see at least 3 at one given time. What I mean by that, if we look at here, we can see 1, 2, and if we were to fly over here, we would see 3. That's all I would want to see at most. So maybe over here we'd have 1, 2, and then maybe a third one right there. Oh, can't place right there. Maybe a third one right here. And as you can see, from this angle, we can still only see 3 lanterns. And I think that looks really good, the 3 lantern rule. So just keep that in mind when you're placing those in. But go ahead and put some banners and lanterns wrapping around this entire build until it looks good for you. And then we'll move on to the next part, which the next part is actually going to be the last part because this is pretty much the end. I'll go ahead and do the interior, which I am really, really proud of. You guys will like this interior. You guys saw some photos in the beginning, but I think you guys will really, really like it. So let's go ahead and walk into our base. And oh, this is what the texturing looked like too. The texturing was really just putting in some banners and some lanterns, but as you can see, I really tried to obey that kind of 3 lantern per thing rule. Every once in a while you'll get a spot like right here, you can see actually 4, but it's not as noticeable. But yeah, try to keep that in mind. So with that said though, let's go ahead and walk up our little bit of a patio. And this still is an 8x8 area too. I just removed the concrete grid. But you guys saw that it was in the 8x8 area in the last clip. So let's walk in, and the very first thing we see is this jam-packed, lots of detail, which I love. I love cramming a lot of detail into a little amount of space. We've got a little bit of a chair right here, which using some crimson hyphae, we actually have this little bit of a kind of table with a pot and a mushroom inside it. Over here, we got some looms up in this corner with a black banner hanging down, some tables, and some pots with more flowers. And this actually does work as a little bit of storage too, which is really cool. So you can actually use that and use a crafting table to actually build stuff and everything. But yeah, that's the first floor. Let's go down to the second one, which the second one, or I guess the bottom one is down here. I just turned this into a workroom. So I put a lot of barrels through my builds too, just so that you can have a lot of storage while also having this bit of detail, which I really like. But I also went ahead and I put some grindstones in. Whoops, not the oak. And I put in a stone cutter right there so we can actually cut the stone bricks and stuff, or the black polish, whatever they're called. So we can put those in. I put a brewing stand with the lever. The lever actually does nothing, just flips out trapdoor, which is kind of annoying. But we also do have this right here to upgrade to our netherite armor, which I have on a stand right here, displaying. Very, very proud of that. We got some carpets. I mixed in some crimson nylon with the black carpets as well because I really like that as a floor. With that said, that is basically this floor. We got that chain too. Let's go ahead and actually go into the real second floor, which this is probably one of my most favorite floors I've ever designed. I love this. It looks so cool. We've got some blast furnaces on the bottom and bar of netherite right there. Or is that called netherite? I think it is. I'm so rusty with my terms. Netherite ingot, yeah. We got a brewing stand right here, but it looks just so perfect. We got some polished basalt right here on top of these trapdoors, making it kind of look like dead plants. We got a hanging pot right here using the chain and the dead bush. We've got some of our respawning gears up there just in case you want to have a place to actually spawn into the base. Some barrels, which again we can use for more storage if we would like. We got an ender chest and some carpet on here and some paintings. And I don't know what it is, but this really just looks well together. With that said, let's go on to the next floor, which the next floor actually does have the staircase in it. The way you build the staircase is polished blackstone bricks here, or stairs here, here, all the way up. And underneath each one, I do place some slabs to make it look like it's more connected. Not right there though, I actually don't put the slabs right there. But yeah, that's how you would get up here to this level, which before I do this interior, I'll go up and just show real quickly. The way you do this part right here is just putting some trapdoors up here, a bit of decorations. We got a lodestone with the brewing stand on top and the compass pointing to it, obviously. Although this compass, it looks kind of confused. I don't know why, but it's pointing in all directions, which I think these things are supposed to point to that lodestone right there. Yeah, that's so cool. I love that. But with that said, we got an ender chest, some lanterns, some plants on pots, and everything like that. So let's go ahead back down to the last floor and actually show. Which this part is a little annoying. You do have to flick this trapdoor, but it makes it more secure and it adds more, I guess, ground when you're on top of this roof right here. It makes it easier so that you can actually walk up here. But let's go back down. And this is the bedroom right here. I got my respawn anchor in the corner because obviously I need a bed in this house. We got some chests and barrels. I got a hidden black, it's black dyed leather armor on this armor stand right here with some black banners hanging there, and we got some plants as well. I actually did put this trapdoor in the middle of this black banner just for a tiny bit more detail, and we have some potions on the walls and that little dude in the corner, which I don't know why, but I feel like this white kind of poster really fit in with this build. But that is basically just about everything, which I trapped myself. Whoopsie. I am trapping myself really bad with these trapdoors. Be careful with that, I guess. With that said, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. It was really fun, and I think this turned out pretty well. Look at that tower. It's 8x8 space, which is hard to put a lot of detail into, and I think I accomplished this pretty well. I am so proud of this, actually. I'm falling in love with it every second I stare at every second I stare at it longer. With that said, I don't have much to say as usual. I'll be publishing a new video, and it's very soon. And it's really exciting to think that we're actually in this 1.16 phase. I'm so excited for that. I hope you guys are just as excited as I am, and that's why I did this build, just because, you know, 1.16 update, why not build another build real quick? But with that said, I'll see you guys in the next video, which I think is going to be a throwback video. So go ahead and subscribe so you guys can stay tuned and watch that when it actually comes out. And I'll see you guys in that video. Ciao.